I do agree that Selena deserves that nerf. However, they are compensating for that nerf, and people are blowing that compensation out of proportion. The developers aren't buffing Selena, it's just an adjustment. They're taking away something and giving her something else. I know that Selena's meta and she's undeniably annoying to deal with, but she's not one of those meta heroes where there's literally very few counters. She gets countered by multiple heroes and different strategies. As you guys know, Selena's nerf is that her ultimate will stay at 5.5 seconds at all levels, meaning the only way I think you can reduce her ult cooldown is by cooldown reduction, which is why I think Enchanted Talisman is such a good item for her. Although yes, it's more of a supportive item, but it does have quite a few benefits. Enchanted Talisman gives you 20% cooldown reduction, which helps you reach the max cooldown reduction faster. And you would have to build less items for max cooldown reduction. Not only that, but it also helps with our mana issues. So you wouldn't have to build demon shoes instead of something else, like penetration shoes or cooldown shoes. And your max cooldown reduction is increased by 5%, meaning instead of 40%, it'll be 45% if you build this item, which I think is pretty nice. Now you might be wondering, Celeste, isn't Selena a burst mage? And if you build Enchanted, would you have like no damage? Now I will mostly go from personal experience. I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. Yes, for the most part, I do have quite a low damage output, especially in the early game. But that's why I build Genius Wand, Divine Grave, and Wishing Lantern relatively quickly, depending on the enemy team comp. Because if you combo those 3 items, you can literally melt a tank, and I'm not joking. Not only that, but it's really good for Selena mid and roam in my opinion. As you guys know, Selena mid, you'd have to clear your lane and then rotate. But the specific thing with Selena, they have to be mindful of her cooldowns. So let's say you use your skills to clear the mid lane, then you try to rotate and try to kill the enemy. You might not have your skills in time. Enchanted Talisman honestly helps with this. And with Enchanted Talisman, it honestly opens up another playstyle for Selena, which is a more pressure-oriented playstyle, because you'll be able to place more traps around the map and use more arrows. However, Enchanted Talisman may not work as well for the jungler role, because you'll be able to take the blue buff, which also gives cooldown reduction, so you might not need Enchanted Talisman as much. But obviously, at the end of the day, it's up to you. I mean, you're the jungler, so you should know what you want to build. I find that when they changed her ultimate to benefit from cooldown reduction, Enchanted Talisman was definitely a really good pick. Although yes, you won't be able to do more damage, but I feel like Enchanted Talisman, in a way, helps you pressure objectives and enemies and basically everything, if you know how to play Selena. Won't be surprised if with 45% cooldown reduction after her nerf, you still won't be able to reach 2.2 seconds on her ultimate. That was kind of OP. And I don't know how they let it stay for a long time. But if her ultimate is able to reach at least 3 seconds, then I'm fine. Like, I honestly won't complain. 3 seconds is not that bad. If it's anything above 3, then it could be an issue. But yeah, that's my take on Enchanted Talisman. If you guys have anything that I missed, feel free to leave a comment below. I don't know what I was doing here. This was such a risky play, especially against Natalia. Enchanted, look how defensive I'm able to play. And at the same time, I'm still pressuring my enemies. With just Enchanted, I feel like my skills are at a good enough cooldown where I'm able to play Selena very fluently. Obviously, it may just be personal experience, but I think this could apply to anybody. Martis is coming from the bottom lane. Obviously, I know he's gonna attack our savior, so I'm gonna aim my arrow towards him, and I managed to hit him. Now, Natalia is obviously a very scary character, and I feel like Selena definitely does help when it comes to facing Natalia because of the many traps you can place around. And if you know what Natalia's intentions are, then it's very easy to catch her.
Remembered longer than a false hero.
You guys can see I'm just trying to catch this Natalia. She's actually split pushing and I kinda wanna stop her. Now, this was obviously a stretched out prediction. I thought that Natalia would just stay around the area, but obviously she left. I guess this is what happens when you're too cautious. After clearing the minion wave, I knew that someone or multiple people could be, waiting, hopefully to clear the mid lane or get a kill. So what I'm doing here is just camping a bit. And then I see Natalia. What I recommend is after you shoot an arrow, it's always important to rotate around the map. Like you shoot one arrow from one side and then you shoot another from the other side or from different places. That way the enemies would have a harder time to dodge them or just react to them completely. also feel like Selena is also a good character to zone people out, prevent people from getting to a certain area, or push them out of a certain area. Because of the multiple traps and arrows she can just, throw around. When running a cooldown reduction focused build, it's always important to actually place around the traps and throw on your arrows. Just because you're not actually hitting anything with your arrows doesn't mean like it's useless. Your traps and arrows give vision, and you might as well use them. Even though in the long run it may not look cool if you don't hit anything, but what's important is that you're doing your job and you'll be contributing to a possible win. But I do feel like Selena's the best when you're around a turtle or lord. The enemies will be too focused on your teammates or objectives that it's really easy to snipe them out. I'm constantly pinging my team that Natalia is missing, and as the roamer, it's my job to find where this Natalia is, because she might actually try to flank us. I mean, why wouldn't she? She's basically half invisible. So we gotta keep an eye out for her, and reminding your team definitely does help. As you guys can see, I was kind of correct on her flanking us. She came from the bottom side, so we'll keep that in mind for a bit. This was a very greedy play, but imagine if I did hit that. Now, at this point, we don't have to worry about Natalia because she's actually in a really bad position to flank us. And I saw her come from the top side. Well, again, we'll keep that in mind. Never mind, I guess Natalia actually recalled. I know that Selena's a burst mage or assassin, but I feel like she innately has high enough damage to be built more flexibly. That's why Enchanted Talisman is such a good pick. Because yes, you might not have that one-shot damage, but you'll still have enough damage to kill your enemies if you play it right. And you also have a lot of zoning and pressure.